Good morning, students. Last week we were discussing about Russian Revolution. We came to know why and how the revolution has taken place. You must know the main reason to study history is to know the step of development, and if something has gone wrong in the progress of the human life, what was the reason for the wrong direction? And if an event has taken place in the history, how much it has contributed for the progress of human being. It can be a scientific thinking. It can be an individual's thinking on social matters, on the way of life. How much that has influenced the human existence. That is what we are discussing. That is the reason why we should study history. We know we call present age as a modern age, and we call the ancient period, previous period, as an ancient period because we don't know exactly about it. And there are no written records or no clear-cut evidences. But in the present day, we have got evidences of the events that have taken place. So it is our responsibility to analyze that event and justify if it is positive or it is a progressive or regressive, negative impact on society. So we have seen Russian Revolution, last chapter, how much it has influenced the thinkings of the people of the world. After Russian Revolution, we come to know other things that have happened. We know First World War came to an end in the year 1918. France wanted to take revenge on Germany because France was defeated in the year 1871 by Prussian army, and which it became later Germany. So two areas of France, Alaska and Lorraine. These two areas were made part of Germany in 1871. This Alaska is not, it is there in North America. This is in Europe. It's a small area. So England, which was a powerful country during the last century, that means 19th century, was feeling unhappy with the growth of Germany. So England and France wanted to crush the powers of Germany, and Germany wanted to show to the world it was the supreme in Europe. So these ideological conflicts that led into the direct war between all these countries. So when the war came to an end in 1918, Germany was crushed and defeated. England, France, Italy, Romania, all those countries who were successful or who were the members of the Allied team, who could defeat the Central Powers, wanted to get as much as resources from Germany, Austria, and Turkey. Germany was given more punishment because England and France were angry against Germany. Germany was asked to pay war indemnity. War indemnity means the expenditure for the First World War. So when it was not able to pay the war indemnity, the resources of Germany, that is on the banks of river Rhine, were exploited or were forcibly exploited by England and France. So naturally the people of Germany was so much angry, unhappy. They were accusing themselves or their hand themselves. What to do? Nothing can be done. So, if anybody was ready to give some solace to the people of Germany, they were ready to support him. A government came into existence in Germany in a place named Weimar. That is why the parliament of or the government of Germany after the World War was known as Weimar Republic. It came into existence in a city named Weimar. So, a parliament was formed, a government came into existence, and that government signed the agreement with England and France. The members of German government or the Weimar Republic had no choice. They had to sign wherever they were asked to sign. But naturally, the people were unhappy. They put the blame of entire problem on Weimar Republic. There were Democrats, Catholics, Social Democrats, all sort of people. All have put the blame entirely for the problems of Germany on Weimar Republic. And in secretly, even in publicly, they began to call the members of the Weimar Republic as the November criminals. Because the government has come into existence and signed the complete treaty by the end of 1918. So they were called November criminals. You must understand the World War started in 1914, thinking that it will come to an end within short days. But years and months it went on. 4 years. Unprecedented event. Till that time in the history of the world, nothing of that sort happened. So ultimately, Germany surrendered in month of May 1918, and war came to an end. So the November criminals or the members of the Weimar Republic were blamed for all the problems that had happened in Germany. But they were not at fault. The system. The king had abdicated the throne. And the government was formed. So naturally they have no choice, but they have to accept whatever has happened. And you must understand, England and France was able to defeat Germany because of the support of USA. But after the war, American Parliament, that is the Congress of America, refused or rejected the proposal of American President Woodrow Wilson to be part of European politics and European activities, and even directly to participate in the peace treaty that has taken place after 1918. It was Woodrow Wilson's idea to have an international organization named the League of Nations. But America was not permitted by the Congress of America to be a member of League of Nations. So naturally, the complete activities of Europe has gone into the two superpowers of that time, that's England and France. So all these problems gave a good chance for Hitler. Along with the political problem, there was economic problem also. Means productions in industries have come down. No money was there for the people. Because whatever the resources available were exploited by England and France. So as normal human being, we think Germany also thought of printing lot of currency notes and give it to the people who have to collect it. That's England and France. When notes were so much, or French, German mark was printed so much, its value has drastically come down. You know, when a material is plenty available, we may not find much value for that. When a material is not available only, there is a value for it. So when the currency notes were simply printed, it lost its value. So if people wanted one piece of bread, they have to carry notes heavier than the piece of bread. They may have to carry on their head to get a one day piece of bread. Such a kind of economic and financial crisis took place in Germany. So that economic problems along with the social problems that were in Germany made the people unhappy with the existing government. The war indemnity should be paid by England. Germany was £6 billion. You must understand, £6 billion at that time is a huge amount. It was very difficult for the German government to bear it. And since there was no money to invest, no new factories were coming up, no new shops were coming up. Production was taking place only in the field of agriculture, nowhere else. Just after the World War, there was a boost in sale of everything, including agriculture products. So sudden boost everywhere in the world. So what has happened? People began to produce more than what is required. When more than what is required was being prepared, you know the ultimate result of that? Waste. When more production had happened and more waste has happened, naturally, the persons who had invested to get money after selling the products began to lose because nobody is there to purchase the excess product. So when nobody is there to purchase excess product, the material remains in the stock of the company. Company cannot produce more materials. Ultimately, the workers in the company lose their job. So when the workers in the company lose their job, what they have to do? They will not purchase any material which they expected to purchase from somewhere else. Think of a friend, you yourself or a friend who was planning to purchase a car in this year. Suddenly, due to Corona, the friend lost his job. So the car company which was expecting that this person is going to purchase a car did not purchase the car. So the car remains in the stock. So there is an economic problem in that company, the car company. So car company, what they will do? They will say goodbye to the employees who are there and they cannot pay salary to those employees. So they become unemployed. So when like this, it is a chain reaction, you can say. So like that one company, when those company members are dismissing the employees, so those persons who are working in the car factory was thinking they were planning to purchase a washing machine. When it is not purchased by the person, then the washing machine company will have a loss. They will have a dismissal of employment. So like that, this is known as, that creates economic depression. So in the world in 1929 to 1933, we call it a period of economic depression. Many lost employment. Many had no means of survival. Even if England and France agreed to give away or stop the collection of money or the resources from England and France, Germany could not recover. And America, which was very rich at that time, was giving the money to European countries and especially to Germany to help Germany to recover. But the economic depression that happened in England, in USA, changed everything. So everywhere frustration among the people, unhappiness, no job, no facility to sleep, because no job, no food, no housing facilities, and nothing is there. To that situation, we can come to know the person named Adolf Hitler come to rule. So because of the vulnerability of Weimar Republic, people was fed up. They wanted, however, to have some organized setup of government. So when Hitler came up and promised that if you give me power, I will make everything perfect and okay. So people thought that is going to happen. And they supported him. Still, you don't think all the people, there were some people. Even Hitler was not able to get a majority. It was very difficult still. Around, we can say, 45 to 49% of the people have accepted it. That has changed. He began to rule. He was made the Chancellor of Germany in the year 1932. And in 1932, Hitler's party has got 37% of votes only. That you must understand. And Germany follows a proportional representation pattern of government formation. Means the citizens of Germany are not voting for an individual. The citizens of Germany are voting for a political party. So whichever party gets how many percent of seats, 37% of seats or 37% of votes are given to a political party, that many percentage of the seats will be given to the political party. It is not like in India, where all candidates should be there, one candidate will win, other candidates will lose. So there all, he can give a vote to everybody. According to the proportion of the total votes to a political party, candidates are nominated. Here, whichever party gets a majority among the candidates, he may be leading for one vote. He will get the role, administration capacity. That's the system in India. There it is. So, still 37% votes for Hitler, and he was made the Chancellor of Germany. By then, President of Germany named Hindenburg. So he was declared as the Chancellor of Germany, and the party that has come into existence under leadership of Hitler is known as Nazi Party. His original name is German Workers' Party, and he renamed it as National Socialist German Workers' Party. In short form, it was known as Nazi Party. National Socialist German Workers' Party. And later it has come to know as a Nazi Party. And Hitler became the dictator, means a person who is not ready to listen to any suggestions. He dictates, he orders, and others are bound to obey. So that kind of governmental system came into existence in Germany. So tomorrow we will see how did Hitler's administration create a problem for Germany. Thank you.